Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to From the Depths. We've got enemy fleet bearing down on us, but I wanted to just say a couple of words first. This doesn't apply to, like, the vast majority of people, so just, be aware that I'm just, when I say this, I'm very much targeting a very small minority of people. But I have said previously about how we're going to do combat and building in this series, and that it's a game about building and about some combat. And that, there will be building and there will be combat, and I will, try and do building in such a way, and I'll try and get a bit of combat in occasionally. But there is a small minority of people who have been repeatedly going on in the comments about, oh, there's not enough combat, you're not doing enough combat, and have been kind of rude about it. And I have said previously, I've addressed those comments, and I've said previously how I'm going to do things, that there will be combat, but occasionally there will be building. And people have continued to be, a very small minority of people, have continued to be kind of arsey about it. So, here's the deal. I'm going to do the series how I want to do it, and it does suit the majority of people. And if you don't want to watch building episodes, that's fine. Just don't watch those episodes. Just come back and watch the odd episode with combat in, or the ones that are specifically 900% combat. If you don't want to watch combat episodes, just watch the building episodes. But if you really don't want to watch anything at all, then just don't watch the series. Like, I'm not going to make you if you don't want to watch it. Sure, seriously, there are plenty of other Let's Plays on YouTube, and of course I have many other series, all of which are worth your time. But in general, if you're going to be arsey, I'm just going to end up having to get rid of you from the comment section, because at the moment it's a very small minority of people kind of making the comment section not very nice for other people. Really, not nice at all. So, be good. Anyway, sorry about that. I hate doing those because it's a case of I'm having to talk about, like, 0.1% or whatever, or less than that. But the problem is the 0.1% are very vocal, and the majority of people don't interact or whatever with the comments anyway, so it tends to seem a bit loud, and I hate doing that. I hate being the guy who has to do that. Ugh. But, oh well. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, getting back on, I've put some posters, because I found that you could put posters up, so I just quickly grabbed some images that I could put up. Yes, we have the Elysian flag! I could salute. I wish I had a salute button. Okay. Right. Let us... Where are the enemy? They're getting pretty close. Okay. Map. Oh god, they're really about to attack us. I need to set up the AI. Quickly. 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 This is targeting altitude and speed, because I have installed something on the roof, and I will show you in a second, but I'm kind of rushing right now. That'll have to do. Seriously? Which? That one. There we go. That. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, the enemy are right upon us. That's why I was rushing. We will go to the fighting. I want to fight. There we go. Okay, Bushel needs to be last. The HMIS. I didn't know what to prefix the Bushel with, so it's Her Majesty's Intelligence Service. Let's begin. Switch out map mode. Go to... Oh god. Tactical mode. Bushel. I need to select the Bushel. I want you at the back. I can't do it. Okay. Right, out of that mode. Oh god. I got rid of the ridiculous missile thing up here that wasn't working. I put two of our like little kinetic missile launchers on that are from the where are you? Oh no, are you launching missiles under my ship? Wing 0. Oh no, I need to go to C and turn your AI onto combat mode. Go. Go. Don't launch missiles underneath my... Okay. Oh my god, the AI on that thing's dead? We're never going to get over there in time to claim it, but awesome! I wonder if that was connecting missiles. Did the connecting missiles fire? I can't see. I need to zoom out. Let me zoom out! Yeah, the connecting missiles are firing. They are not turning. Why are you not turning? Are you like... Oh, you're pointing at the minimum declination you can. You're trying to shoot through the hill. Okay, Ow, that's loud. That is actually really, really loud. Teleport to the Wing 0. Right, I'm going to take control, and we're going to fly over the mountain. We're going to take the enemy on. Also, I'm controlling a gun. Whoops. Oh god. Yeah, moving pretty fast. Oh, I've also fixed the side cannons, I think. Why is only one of them firing? The side cannons now should have a 45 inclination and azimuth. But only one of them is firing right now. Oh, here we go. We've got more firing. I'll have to double check their AI at some point. God, we just took some damage. Oh, it looks like we hit a torpedo or something. Oh, yep, they've got magnetic mines. Okay, let's turn onto them. Minimum cross-section. Bow on. Maybe actually 45 degrees so that our guns can get a little bit of firing from the side. Now, of course, by the way, I know people have mentioned that the side guns are actually really, really useless, right? They were never designed to be, like, optimal. They're designed to be awesome. This ship is mostly designed about being useful, but the side bits... Oh, God, its AI's out. We need to jump. We need to jump. We can get it. We can get it. Come on, let me jump. Oh. 6 seconds. 5. 4. Ah, we can get that. I want to claim you. I want you to be mine. Oh, God, actually, that's just a small one. The big one's still alive. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we're claiming the big one then. I guess we're in the water already. I don't know what you are. Oh, you're the scuttle gun. Are you the scuttle gun? I don't know, but we're going to try and claim you. 2 damaged. 9 seconds. It's not going to be claimable until we can kill the AI. And we have to be, like, really close, and the AI isn't dead yet. 2 damage. 3, 2, 1. No! We can make it! We can make it! Battle finished. It's gone. It's gone. Okay, that's fair enough. You know, that's fair enough. We're going to warp to this force. And then we can... I might move the bushel back. Right now the bushel's actually a little bit at risk there. Pull you out of play. Can I pull you out of play? There we go. And I will pull the Wing Zero out of play, mainly because that way it can get home easier. I'll pull you alongside there. Okay. You're all debris. You're a very large lump of debris. I don't think we took really any major damage. I know I'm riding home on a boat that doesn't exist. But the damage that did happen to the front of our ship was repaired because we were on board, and also our drones that we have on the ship. I put some repair drones on board. I haven't mentioned that. There are repair drones in this game, and they do a little bit of healing. I put them on board, and we healed up the little bit of damage that happened. Also, when we're on board, we heal things like amazingly fast. I've also put points into healing extra fast, so... The ship is perfectly fine. It's at 100% health. We don't even need to, like, take it into dry dock or whatever. I've also figured out the prefix we're going to have for most of our fortresses. It will be HMNB, which is Her Majesty's, or His Majesty's, Naval Base. Now, I don't know what I'll do for the first one, the Elysium Home Base. I might just, you know, not have the prefix because it needs to be the special one. But for all others, it will be HNMB. Now, you can see that I have done a little bit of work. I've plated the front. It's actually got little holes there where the posters are. They're actually structural weaknesses. I need to figure out what to do about them. And you can see that we have the back is now kind of filled out. And basically the idea is I'm going to put a dry dock on the back. I can jump off here. That's not me. That's me. Excellent. Or I could just warp and not have to deal with jumping out. Right. Yippee! So yeah. This is going to be the little... the dock where it builds things, it repairs things, etc. There's a hole in the floor. I need to solve that. Down here, I don't know. There's space. There's space to do whatever we want, really. This is going to be the extended engine room. Might put some shields in. This is the command bridge, as we've already seen. I've also put a Fortress AI in. The Fortress AI card should allow the Fortress just to go to the center of every resource zone, so when we move, we should be good. We also have this that was previously controlling the missile, like, tower, is now controlling both of the kinetic fast-firing missiles. And this is the ammo store, which I don't think needs quite so much ammo, but we'll see. Resources. I mean, I think the place looks pretty nice now. I think it's doing a good job. Now, what I might do is off-camera just finish this dry dock off. Like, it works at the moment, but it's got a load of wood stuff doing the job. I'll chop it away, and that will be the last vestiges of the old wooden fortress. And what I might do is increase the size of the generator and add shields, but that'll be later on, because right now I want to save up my metal for an extra ship. And of course that takes, you know, about 120,000. 120,000 metal is quite the commitment. Especially when we only have, you know, 42,000. What would I like to do? I think I'd like to increase the firepower of this fully operational battle station. So the current issue is we can't shoot over that hill. You know, this will get remedied in future. There will be certain methods to, you know, remedy this, and the main one I'm thinking of off the top of my head, I'm going to just fill that hole in, it's annoying me, is that we will, you know, not be here forever. We're going to leave a, like, resourcey thingy here, and we're going to move on. We're going to go and grab something more along the front lines, because this base is a frontline base. It's fully armed and armored. It should be able to deal with enemy threats. I'll have it on the front line. But it could still do with more firepower. Now, the firepower we have is torpedoes, we have anti-air missiles, we have a giant cannon, but I think we could do with cruise missiles, a bit like the Wing Zero has, and that's by the way going to be the Wing Zero class of frigate. So I think what we could do is we could install... For a start, I'd maybe like to install more crystal things, because we've only got 12,000 crystals, which isn't terrible, of course, but, you know, more crystals the better. And I think a gigantic missile system. By gigantic, I mean it'll fire 24 very large missiles, and that will drain our ammo pretty rapidly. So the ammo stockpile is not going to be adequate for long. But the idea behind it is to basically fire them upwards with an ejector, so really, really hard that they go poof, straight up into the air, and then instead of laser designating them, letting them do infrared tracking. So they'll target enemies and then blow them up. And I only tend to do that with larger missiles or tiny missiles, not medium-sized missiles, because there's a couple of things that I want on them that you can only get with like larger missiles, or small missiles if you're, you know, strapped for space. So I'm gonna probably, that's the engine over there, ammo stockpile, control, resources. It has to be back here. Right, let's figure out where it'll be here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to strip this back. Fleet main. 1, 2, 3. 1 left. Okay, so if we put 1 there, and in fact, if I strip this back a little bit more and put 1 here, I can then go boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. And that gives me a lip. So the idea is missiles, 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 missiles. And on each side of the launcher is going to be an ejector. Then at the end, I can put the control stuff. So let's quickly flip into that. It shouldn't take too long to put this together. So we're going to have 6-way connectors. And I think the 6-way connectors are going to have to be underneath, because I'll need 2 sides for the ejectors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is absolutely what I was hoping for. And then we want custom missile torpedoes, missile launch pad. Do. And that should give us 24 missiles. And these are going to be large missiles. So we want ejector add-on. Oi, there we go. One thing I like about building is the solution to a problem, right? Our problem currently is X. Let's fix it with Y. I kind of find that interesting. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, let's check out 5. So I want these to be pretty powerful. They will drain our ammo supply ridiculously fast, but we're going to give it a try. Why are you not... Oh, I need a missile controller before I can even do that? Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Okay. Right, missile controller. Fine. Actually, it might be better to put the missile controller here for space. Right. I want you to have a variable thruster. Oh, actually, first, fins. Fins are important. Fins should go on last because that's where you get the highest drag. So, fins, variable thruster. Fuel tank. I probably want 3 fuel tanks so they're, pretty reasonably ranged. I think it needs to get more than that. I think I need more payload, so... Yes, I know they're now 3 high. I didn't say they were going to be sensible. I want a infrared seeker. 1 turn. And that leaves me with 3 explosive because I want a camera. Now, the fun thing about infrared seekers is you can get a camera. Otherwise, they will head for the center of mass. So with the camera, you can tell them to aim for a particular random block. And that means each of the 24 missiles will target a random block. And if they hit, they'll just obliterate it. Rather than driving a hole through the center and then just shooting through the center, which is nothing left, which happens quite a lot when you go for heavy missiles. This will mean that they just all target different parts, and they should, in theory, vaporize an enemy, which I'm looking forward to immensely. Explosive warhead. I mean, we could go for, EMP warheads. They can destroy AI components and shields. And I think they also destroy... stuff like AI for guns and certain parts of guns and lasers and stuff, but I'm not sure about that. Explosive warhead, infrared seeker, body. That's 3 explosives there. Effectively frag, explosive. But if we go for an extra 1, I'll do it. I can't resist. Now let's find out how much it'll cost in terms of ammo to restock this. This is ridiculous. This is a ridiculously large warhead. I should feel ashamed for doing it. It might not be optimal. It was probably optimal to stop a minute ago, but you know me. Explosive. Explosive. I'll put an EMP on. Explosive. And that leaves us with 3 frags? Wow, okay. No. Target prediction guidance. Will aim the missile at the expected intercept point. Right, so if the missile's currently moving towards a target, it'll move directly towards the target. If the target is moving, tangentially to the missile will be always aiming behind the target, basically, because the target's always going to be moving to the side. This will aim for where the target will be at the point of intercept. APM guidance is also good, but it's not so good for things like 1-turns, because you need to aim it at the target to release it, really. And we're releasing upwards, so I need target prediction guidance, and I'll put that. Explosive warhead, and then I just need the explosive warhead, which I've got, then 2 frags. So actually, this is a really good missile. I like it, because it's got EMP, explosive, and 2 frags. I want a cone of about 30 for general damage, and then I want a cone to drive into the enemy of about 10 degrees. I'll type it in. 10. Awesome. Right. Now, for the variable thruster, I want you to have a ramp time of 3. And I want you to have a thrust per second of slightly less. Not a lot less, just slightly, so you're a bit more fuel efficient. Yeah, so they should get fired up by the ejectors, and then they should absolutely murder everything they touch. However, they are going to cost a lot to fire. These things are going to be incredibly expensive. So I'm going to pause the building, and I'll just effectively put all the remainder in, all of these, and I'll put stuff around the top, and I'll put the AI in, and I'll be back with you in a second. Hello, and welcome back. So this is the ridiculous rack of missiles we have. Now armored-ish. The slope isn't great, so shells are unlikely to bounce off it. But anyway, and if we go... There we go. Here you see the bottom of the rack of missiles. And we have on board, if I can go around the back. Carefully. A 0.1 fire delay between each launch pad, which means they should continue firing for 2.4 seconds. We also have an identify friend or foe block so that they won't target us, because infrared doesn't know who is a friend or foe. You need this. With infrared, you need this. Because otherwise, you will blow up your own craft. And there's enough explosives on here to sink anything on the side. Anything. And I've got it connected basically to a priority thing saying, oh, target large craft. Maybe even a bit more on that. Like, I would like you to target large craft. And, by the way, this is really important. If you ever do vertical firing missiles, required accuracy before fire on the missile controller, set it to no limit, because if it starts at the default of 45, it'll only shoot people who come overhead, and that would just be silly. Now, the reason I'm talking rather fast right now is because I checked the map mode, and there is a strength 60 enemy headed our way. And they're moving at 20 meters per second, which can only mean one thing. They're flying. And a force count of 3 means that they have a strong flyer. And by flyer, I don't mean like a slow blimp or whatever. I mean like a flyer. What do they have? Flying squirrel. Flying squirrel. These guys are incredibly hard to hit. And an angry chicken. The angry chicken is tough. And they are coming in fast. We don't have enough metal to build another craft. We don't have time to actually even design another craft, let alone... build something actually out of metal, let alone a new Wing Zero. They're moving so fast right now, and I think this is our only hope. I really don't know what we can do. I'd like to expand the base. I'd like to put another one of these down. I would like to expand the engine and put shields down. I would like to expand my ammo stockpile with more like metal around it. I really don't know what to do. Panic. Probably panic. In fact, I will put down a couple of ammo processors. I know I talked about them previously. Instead, ammo processors, I mean, they use your metal up, but I think we need them. So they use up metal to make ammo, and frankly, I don't want them because they will use my metal up, which I have very little of, to make ammo, which, I can just store, but I think we need to if we're going to fire these missiles continuously. I'm going to have 3 of them, and I'll have to do on the base, not anywhere else, because the base needs ammo for these ridiculous things. I think we have to end the episode here. We are about to be attacked by one hell of a force. I'm actually really, really scared of these guys. I'm going to start engaging them at maximum range so that we can hopefully, get them with all our missiles. But I've been EnterElysium. If you've enjoyed, please remember to like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And we're about to be absolutely owned, is my suspicion. But until then, stay shiny.